Hey, and welcome to Matt and Jess TV. I am Matt Rose.
And I'm Jessica Bun Bun.
We are here with our reaction and review of The Amazing Race 38, Episode 8.
Yep.
We are back in Romania for another leg, and I will say from the get-go, first time all season, I have been legitimately surprised about what happened in the final minutes of the episode.
Oh, interesting.
I was convinced that Jack and Chelsie were going to be in last. I don't know why. Maybe it's because Jack just seemed to be in. He didn't seem like he got a lot of sleep the night before. He just looked like he was in kind of a bad mood. A lot of the leg, and they were lost. I thought Joseph and Adam were going to pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, them getting lost definitely felt like there was a possibility that they could be at the end, but Joseph and Adam, they really struggled through this episode as well. And although there's no elimination that happened, which I'm very happy for, it was really sad. It hurt my heart that Joseph and Adam, with as much as they were struggling, were gonna go home. I mean, it was a pretty good episode all around.
I went through a whole emotional gamut while watching this hour and a half. Like, there were moments, and we'll get into it in this video, where I laughed to the point of pure delirium. And then we have Joseph and Adam just sobbing openly in front of Phil at the end of this because Adam feels like he's inadequate and he hasn't done a good enough job for his brother.
And none of that is true. I mean, we don't know them at all, but just watching, I mean, they are fighting their hearts out. Yes, they have had some help along the way with an alliance, but so have a lot of other teams.
Yeah, we've seen that play out in a number of different ways,
and absolutely, they've also joked around about it. We saw it in this episode where Taylor was like, "Yeah, get on my back, I'll carry you through this," and that's fine. But there's also, we had a couple comments from Izzy and Paige about it as well, but they're not part of the alliance, so maybe a little bit of jealousy on their part, even though they don't need it because they're amazing.
Permission to say something incredibly messy. I'm still shipping Taylor and Joseph. I'm sorry.
I know. It was so cute.
I will never be able to abandon that ship. I still root for you crazy kids in this world. But now, okay, we have so much to get to in this review. A lot of fun stuff to talk about. Before we do, though, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We are here with the Amazing Race 38 coverage every single week. We are also in the midst of Survivor.
Yes.
And as a lot of you may have heard, The Traitors Season 4 now officially has a premiere date. It's coming in early January. There are some Big Brother alumni on it. We will be here breaking all of that down.
Absolutely. Traitors is one of our absolute most favorite shows to talk about here at the channel. So hit that subscribe button and help us get to 100,000 subscribers. We are so close. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. We really, really appreciate that.
Okay, Izzy and Paige, the absolute stars of this episode for me, man. We are going to get to all the different roadblocks and whatever, but that actually having just like, oh, you have to play the flute. I was like, oh man, Izzy's going to be eaten so well in this one. And man, was she ever. It was really cool to see her teaching Paige about the flute and how to put it together and how to play. I loved it. It was just such an endearing, beautiful moment between two beautiful people. I loved it.
Okay.
I root for them so hard.
I have two things that I want to make clear here. Number one, the Amazing Race production teams put these challenges together far in advance before the cast is finalized. That is the company line that is thrown out there.
I don't even care if they and they were like, you know what? We have Izzy on here. Let's give her a flute challenge. I don't even care.
It's so funny. This is quite possibly the most rigged detour in the history of the Amazing Race. And yet I'm just sitting here smiling from ear to ear because Izzy is the most passionate human being to ever exist, and the idea of being coached by Izzy, if you're watching this, you want to teach me how to play the flute? Like, it's just, all of that suggested that this was going to be entertainment gold, and it was, but it was also at the same time so unbelievably wholesome. It's just like, I root for that relationship between the two of them so bad.
God, and I root for them to win the show. I really do.
Yeah, it's just, cast Izzy on every show known to mankind. I won't be mad. Izzy needs to be on The Traitors, put Izzy on Survivor, just anything.
And bring Paige, man. I really, really like her.
All right, we'll go back in time here. We'll jump into the time
Oh,
machine.
okay. Beep, bop, 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 boop. Okay, we're back
We are
in
at the
time.
start of this leg where we could spend a lot of time talking about this egg challenge if I'm being totally
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So who's doing the egg challenge?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
really want me in these glasses out here running around in the grass trying to find some sort of matching egg pattern?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was going to be a challenge that I was going to be doing. Even though when I saw that giant egg, I was like, I'm not going to be able to push that around. But at the same time, I feel like this was really challenging. I mean, you got teeny tiny eggs, they're in tall grass. This is not easy.
No, that's why I have the utmost sympathy for Joseph and Adam, because Adam really
Yes.
struggled with this. I would have been there for hours. I would have never been able to figure this out whatsoever.
This would be one of the times that Phil's just coming to get us to
Yeah.
be like, you didn't complete anything else this leg.
He would have found me doing this. He would have put me in one of those eggs and he just would have rolled me down a hill all the way home. But all right, we need to talk about this chicken for a moment
Mm-hmm.
because one, this chicken is unobjectively terrifying. Number two,
Yes.
you had the whole spiel about the bears that were the greeters in the last video.
That was so random.
Now-
At least this made some kind of sense.
Romania, what's going on? I really want to know. Why do you have all these anthropomorphic giant animals running around your country?
Why do we also have 2 episodes in Romania and still no Dracula's castle? Please let me know why.
I feel like The Amazing Race, they put all of their production effort into these 2 episodes, just making these things that make no sense and still
Yeah.
not having Dracula, which also
Ugh,
does not make any sense here whatsoever.
yeah.
I just like this leg because it did seem like there was a lot of variance because
Yeah.
of the challenges. Like, yeah, I did not like seeing Adam struggle as much as he did, but at the same
No.
time, it is novel on a season where it just feels utterly predictable every single second that, oh, here is actually something that's slowing a team down, whereas some other teams are really speeding up through it.
And speeding up through it, Jazz and Jag, they used their express pass. No, thank you. And
Yes.
just moved on through. And they ended up coming in first. But it was pretty close with Eric and Tucker as well.
Yeah.
It was interesting that they cut to a commercial right before it was like, who's going to get to the mat
Yeah.
first? Like, it matters at all at this point. These are the same 2 teams. I feel like they are just over and over and over again.
I was thinking the same exact thing with this edit. Like, there's been so many seasons of The Amazing Race. I'm not going to sit here and act like I remember every single commercial break, but I just feel like it has not been that often. Even on seasons that were more competitive with this, that you're going to commercial for something that is utterly irrelevant. No offense, Amazing
Yes.
Race, but I really don't care who gets the reward for coming in first place. There's not really any drama there.
No, there really isn't. I mean, it doesn't, at this point, besides getting the reward, you're coming in first, second, third, like, you're still racing. Like, yes, it can deal with, oh, you start at a later time sometimes. But I mean, they were so neck and neck at this point that I was just like, do we care? Show of hands in the comments. Let me know. Did you care who came in first?
The only thing that I cared about was if Tucker and Eric managed to finish this leg first on a leg where 2 other people played their express passes, they would be considered possibly the most unstoppable duo ever at this point. And they might still very well be because this was very, very much a close photo finish.
Yeah, I was actually really rooting for them that with both of these express passes for them to still have possibly come in first. I mean, that's really exciting.
Yeah, and kudos to Jag and Jess, not just for finishing in first, but also playing the express pass when they did. Because I
Yes.
just feel like, and
I think it was a good time to do so.
Yeah, I just feel like you go in there, you're thinking this is the first tag. Let's just go ahead, get a big lead on everybody else, and hopefully the detour isn't too bad, but there's no dilly-dallying about that. Just go in there, play your express pass, get out, and take whatever sort of time advantage you can.
Absolutely.
All right, so now we get to the detour, and spoiler alert, for me, this is a very big head versus my heart situation.
Okay.
We have doing the big elaborate dance and the fun costumes.
Which is the second time this season we've had a dance number.
And then you can go and build the flute. So
Yes.
what would you rather do between these two?
I never want to do the dance. I know your heart would be into the dance because you love dancing.
I love dancing.
I am so crap at it. Like, I just feel like I would never have enough rhythm to be able to get through it. I would never remember the dance moves. It's always looks, like it could be the easier way to go, and it never really is. People are taking like 4, 5, 6, 7 times to do this, that at this point I'm just like, give me the flute.
Yeah, my heart would be all about the dance because I love dancing. It's fun. The costumes looked great. But I think Joseph and Adam really said it perfectly in this episode. One of the 2 moments that made me laugh hilariously. The first, obviously, is the chicken. The second is them running in there and being like, who's the best dancer because we suck? That would totally, because I'm not a good dancer. Like, I briefly entertained taking a ballroom dance class in college once. It didn't work out because it didn't fit in my schedule. It seemed really fun, but the idea of, okay, we're going to go off, we're going to build this flute. I was in marching band. You're looking at an all area baritone saxophone player. Thank you very much. I think we would have done all right with that.
I also played the recorder. When Eric and Tucker brought that up and they're just like, oh yeah, it's like playing the recorder, hot cross buns. I was like, yo, I thought that was a Canadian thing, that it was just all of us up in Canada learning to play our recorders and going out and playing with symphonies and stuff like that, because we actually got to play with the Toronto Symphony or hot cross buns. It was a really cool thing. However, it's definitely a Canadian thing that we all like had to learn to play this recorder. So when he mentioned that, I was just like, okay, I guess it's a thing that happens down here in the States as well.
I'm about to blow your mind. I'd also learned to play the recorder when I believe first grade, second grade.
It's about.
However, we did not get to play with any sympathy or whatever that was.
We got to play at the Toronto Symphony. It was really, really cool. The whole place was filled with kids.
We just had to play it in our class, and then I think our teachers were too ashamed to let us go and bring it anywhere else. But no, I just felt like that task, you got to put it together, but I think as long as you have good breath control, it really felt like it wasn't going to be that difficult.
Well, then maybe I would be failing at this. I have asthma.
Well, okay, you just take some deep breaths in the middle of all of this. But it really, with Chelsie and Jack, their issue wasn't so much these challenges as much as it was they just had frequent disagreements as to what was going on. It seemed like if something went wrong for Jack in this episode, he just got really, really frustrated about it. Their communication was totally awry, and it's just when vibes are that bad, I never really think that team is going to be able to pull through.
This is something that I would do on the race, and it would probably annoy Matt if Matt was my partner on the race. If I'm asking somebody for directions and they give me directions, once that person leaves, I'm asking a second person for directions just to make sure that it's kind of along the same lines, that I'm getting kind of the same place. Because if one person is like, oh yeah, you're turning right up here and over where, and another person's like, no, left all the way to the other end of the city, then I know that somebody has led me astray and that maybe they just didn't exactly know what I was talking about, because there is language barriers.
I actually agree with you 100%. I would not be mad at you at all. Okay, yes, congratulations. Because here's the thing.
It's just, I know it would take extra time, but when you're in a race where every second counts, getting lost, I mean, we've seen it so many times on the show. It costs you the money.
Let's all just be real here for a moment. I don't think anyone out there watching this video is looking at Jess or myself and thinking that we're going to outrun any team. So I feel like because...
Are you calling me a non-athlete?
Yes,
you would
I am also calling me a non-athlete.
You're right.
We just can't run. And so because of this, we can't afford the possibility of getting lost. So we just need taking an extra minute or two versus being lost for 30 minutes. It just feels like that will be the thing that allows us to stick around week to week. We may never get in first except for the final leg when we're, of course, going to win the whole thing. We just have to figure out how to stay. That's right. We're winning the whole thing. Confidence.
Okay, so Kylie and Taylor also had to use their express pass, and they just went past the flute and the dancing and all that, which is also, a good place to go about. I mean, that dancing thing, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's just detours. Sometimes it's something where just one thing you can't get your handle on, even just making the flute. If you just aren't really construction oriented, and
Yep.
I struggle with that, like maybe there would be a little bit of a problem there.
I would kill this sausage making. It was so cool. Like, as soon as they were like, oh, you're putting these meats together and making these sausages, I was like, Matt and I would kill this.
Yes.
20 sausages, no problem. You want me to eat 20 sausages after? Let's go.
I know. Okay,
They look so good.
we have both cooked many a sausage in our lives. I love grilling. I also love eating, like everything.
And you love mustard, and that's what was on the menu.
Everything. I was fully on board with all of this. And, typically, so I get a little bit turned off by food challenges because it's not always the most fun watching people eat, but it's just the spirit of this was really, really fun.
Yeah.
Izzy and Paige talking in metaphors throughout all of this about being quote unquote vegetarian also really made me laugh.
Yeah.
I just thought this was a really fun way for things to go. But yeah, even at this point, even when we sort of saw things play out, I still in my heart, I was just like, no, Joseph and Adam, they're not gonna finish this leg in last play. Like Chelsie and Jack, they're just gonna get lost again. We've already seen it. Like this is how it's gonna end up.
I was just really starting to feel like this was going to be the non-elimination leg. I mean, we have had so many episodes. There's not that many left.
Yes.
I was like, where is it? Are we just not getting one
Yeah.
this season? So I kind of felt like this might be it. I mean, they were really pushing what was going on with Adam and Joseph. And like, it was so heartbreaking that I was like, are they really going to just like break my heart right out of this episode and send them home through something like this?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I feel like they're bringing me down to be able to bring me back up again, that these two guys are going to have another shot.
I'm really glad they are having another
Yeah,
shot.
me too.
I will say this, if I'm one of the other teams, I'm probably not thrilled that they're still in the race because they are two of the bigger physical threats that are left.
They are, but I still feel like they're probably not winning. This really feels like this is between Eric and Tucker and Jag and Jazz. If one of those two teams doesn't win, then I don't know what has happened. Like they
Yeah.
have really fumbled the ball somewhere.
That is where we are coming out of The Amazing Race 38 episode 8. What did you guys think about this? Like, are you as happy as we are that Joseph and Adam are still around? Let us know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and you can support us further by joining our Patreon. That link is in the description. Thank you so much. We'll see you here next time.